Imagine standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza, its towering limestone blocks glistening under the scorching Egyptian sun. A structure so massive, so precise, and so mysterious that even modern engineers scratch their heads in wonder. How was it built? Who or what had the knowledge and technology to create such a marvel over 4,500 years ago? While mainstream historians credit the ingenuity of ancient Egyptians, an alternative theory has sparked debate for decades. Could extraterrestrials have played a role in constructing the pyramids? As wild as it sounds, there's some shocking evidence that might make you question everything you thought you knew about human history. To understand the mystery, let's start with the sheer scale and precision of the pyramids. The Great Pyramid alone stands at an original height of 481 feet, with over 2.3 million limestone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. These massive stones were cut, transported, and assembled with such accuracy that even modern construction techniques would struggle to replicate it. Each side of the pyramid is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, with an error margin of less than 0.06 degrees. Even today, building a structure of this magnitude with such precision would be a massive challenge, and yet we're told that an ancient civilization armed with nothing more than copper tools and rope achieved this feat. But here's where things get even more mind-boggling. The Orion correlation theory, proposed by researcher Robert Bauval, suggests that the three pyramids of Giza are aligned with the three stars of Orion's belt, a constellation deeply significant in ancient Egyptian mythology. If this alignment was intentional, it raises a compelling question. How did the Egyptians possess such advanced astronomical knowledge? Some researchers argue that this kind of precision suggests influence from beings far beyond our world. After all, why would an ancient civilization, with no telescopes or satellite imaging, design their most significant structures to mirror a celestial pattern? Could they have been following instructions from a more advanced intelligence? Then there's the mystery of construction. Historians suggest that tens of thousands of laborers worked tirelessly for decades to move these giant stones into place. But let's consider the logistics. The quarries where these blocks were sourced were located miles away, across the Nile River. Moving multi-ton slabs without modern cranes or pulleys would have been an almost impossible task, yet somehow they did it. One of the most baffling aspects is the precision of the stone cutting. Some of the blocks fit together so seamlessly that even a razor blade cannot slip between them. This level of accuracy isn't just remarkable, it's highly unusual for primitive tools. Could they have had access to advanced technology, or were they receiving guidance from an unknown force? Even more mysterious is the internal structure of the Great Pyramid. Inside, there are tight passageways, hidden chambers, and a unique architectural design that defies explanation. One of the most astonishing discoveries was the Grand Gallery, an ascending corridor with a perfectly smooth ceiling and a complex arrangement of stone beams. Some theorists argue that this chamber wasn't just a tomb, it might have served an entirely different purpose. Electrical engineer Christopher Dunn proposed that the pyramid functioned not as a burial site, but as a power plant, capable of generating energy using an unknown ancient technology. If true, this would revolutionize our understanding of history. But the biggest question remains, where did the knowledge to build such a sophisticated structure come from? And then, there's the hieroglyphic evidence. In several ancient Egyptian temples, peculiar carvings depict strange, otherworldly figures, unusual flying objects, and what some believe resemble modern aircraft. The Abydos carvings, for instance, have been interpreted by some as showing a helicopter, a jet, and even a spaceship. Could these be evidence of alien visitors who once walked among the pharaohs? Skeptics argue that these are merely symbolic or accidental overlaps of hieroglyphs over time, but is it possible that these images tell a different story, one of contact between ancient civilizations and extraterrestrial beings? The more we examine the pyramids, the more we realize how little we truly know. Are we underestimating the ingenuity of our ancestors, or is there something more, something beyond our understanding, that helped shape one of history's greatest wonders? The deeper we dig, the more the evidence suggests that the truth might be far stranger than we ever imagined. One of the most puzzling aspects of the pyramids is the mathematical precision encoded within their design. The Great Pyramid isn't just an architectural marvel. It appears to contain advanced mathematical constants that seem far too sophisticated for an ancient civilization with no formal knowledge of modern mathematics. The ratio of its perimeter to its height is nearly identical to 2p1 a fundamental constant in geometry. But how did the builders of the pyramid, long before the discovery of pi in formal mathematics, incorporate it so accurately into their design? Was this sheer coincidence, or a sign of knowledge far beyond their time? And it doesn't stop there. The dimensions of the Great Pyramid also reflect the golden ratio, F, a number frequently found in nature, from the spirals of galaxies to the proportions of the human body. Some theorists argue that this level of precision suggests guidance from an advanced intelligence, possibly one that understood the mathematical structure of the universe itself. Could the ancient Egyptians have received this knowledge from extraterrestrial beings who shared their understanding of universal laws? Now let's talk about another mind-bending anomaly, the global pyramid connection. While the pyramids of Giza are the most famous, they're far from the only ones. Ancient pyramidal structures exist all over the world, from Mexico to China to Indonesia. The pyramids of Teotihuacan in Mexico, for instance, share striking similarities with the ones in Egypt, despite being built on a different continent, thousands of years apart, with no known interaction between the civilizations. Even more bizarre, when you plot the locations of major pyramid sites around the globe, many of them fall along a specific geometric pattern, almost as if they were placed according to an ancient global blueprint. How could civilizations separated by vast oceans, without communication or trade, develop such similar architectural wonders? Some believe this is evidence of a lost prehistoric civilization with advanced knowledge, or even the influence of extraterrestrial visitors who guided these early cultures. But if aliens were involved, where's the direct evidence? Some researchers point to the mysterious ancient texts found across multiple civilizations that describe beings from the sky. The Sumerians, one of the oldest known civilizations, documented interactions with the Anunnaki, gods who supposedly descended from the heavens and shared knowledge with humanity. The ancient Egyptians also had myths of deities like Osiris and Thoth, described as beings of great wisdom who came from the stars. Could these myths actually be distorted accounts of extraterrestrial encounters? After all, in ancient times, any being with advanced technology would likely have been perceived as a god. Then there's the mystery of lost technology. If ancient civilizations possessed advanced knowledge, either from extraterrestrials or their own ingenuity, why did it vanish? Some theorists believe that ancient knowledge may have been deliberately erased, hidden, or lost due to cataclysmic events. One compelling theory suggests that a highly advanced civilization once thrived on Earth, but was wiped out by a massive global disaster, possibly a comet impact, a great flood, or a sudden shift in climate. Could the pyramids be the last remaining technological relics of this lost world? If so, were they left behind as a message, perhaps a blueprint to help future generations rediscover forgotten knowledge? Adding even more intrigue to this mystery is the electromagnetic energy detected within the Great Pyramid. Recent studies have suggested that the pyramid can focus electromagnetic energy into its inner chambers and base. While mainstream scientists remain skeptical, some theorists speculate that the pyramid was not just a tomb, but possibly a power generator, harnessing natural forces in ways we don't yet understand. If this is true, it could mean that ancient civilizations, or whoever helped them, had knowledge of energy manipulation far beyond what we currently comprehend. But here's where things get even more unsettling. In the 20th century, famous inventor Nikola Tesla, who was obsessed with wireless energy transfer, conducted experiments based on pyramid-like structures. He believed that the Earth itself was a conductor of limitless energy, and that pyramidal shapes could enhance this energy flow. Could Tesla have rediscovered an ancient lost science, one that the pyramid builders may have already mastered thousands of years ago? The The deeper we go into this mystery, the clearer it becomes that the pyramids are far more than just elaborate tombs. The alignment, the mathematics, the strange energy properties, and the global pyramid connections all point to one unsettling possibility. Did humanity really build these structures alone? Or were they guided by something or someone far more advanced? If the pyramids were built with extraterrestrial assistance, the next logical question is, why? Were they simply monuments or something far more significant? Some theorists suggest the pyramids could have served as communication beacons, energy hubs, or even a form of ancient alien technology designed for an unknown purpose. Could they have been built as markers, guiding extraterrestrial visitors back to Earth? Or perhaps they were data repositories, preserving knowledge from an advanced civilization lost to time. Skeptics argue that while the pyramids are impressive, attributing them to aliens undermines the intelligence and capabilities of the ancient Egyptians. After all, the Egyptians were brilliant engineers, astronomers, and mathematicians capable of incredible feats. But even if that's true, it still doesn't explain the impossible precision, the mysterious energy fields, and the uncanny global connections. Could the truth lie somewhere in between, where extraterrestrials didn't build the pyramids outright, but instead influenced, taught, or guided early civilizations? There's also the unsettling possibility that humanity is not the first advanced civilization to walk this planet. Some researchers believe that Earth may have been home to an earlier, highly sophisticated society that either destroyed itself or was wiped out by a cataclysm. If that's true, the pyramids might not be alien constructions, but rather the last surviving remnants of an ancient human civilization, one with knowledge and technology we have yet to rediscover. And then, there's one final chilling possibility. What if we're asking the wrong questions? What if the pyramids aren't just ancient mysteries waiting to be solved, but warnings, clues left behind by an advanced intelligence, whether human or extraterrestrial, about something we have yet to uncover? Something hidden beneath the sands of time. Something we aren't meant to find. So what do you think? Did aliens have a hand in building the pyramids? Were they guiding humanity, or simply observing? Or is this all just a fascinating coincidence, a testament to human ingenuity and forgotten knowledge? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because the truth might be far stranger than we ever imagined.